Prime Minister Narendra Modi to perform Bhoomi Poojan of Rs 5,384 crore Ahmedabad Metro Rail Project Phase 2 and Rs 12,020 crore Surat Metro Rail Project via video conferencing. Metro projects will provide an environment-friendly mass rapid transit system to these cities. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman to chair the pre-budget consultation meeting today with finance ministers of states and union territories in connection with the forthcoming union budget 2021-22 through video conferencing. On day 2 of COVID-19 vaccination drive, 6 states conduct vaccination sessions. Over 17,000 beneficiaries vaccinated, taking the total number of beneficiaries over 2 days to more than 2.24 lakh. First day of vaccination drive in India saw the highest number of people being inoculated in the world. Minor adverse events reported in some recipients. Schools in Delhi to reopen from today only for students of classes 10th and 12th. Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways and MSME Nitin Gadkari and Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to inaugurate the National Road Safety Month at Vigyan Bhavan. Activities planned during the month include launch of a film on road safety, flagging off of a National Championship Safe Speed Challenge from Wagah border to Kanyakumari and giving away of awards for road safety. On the second day of IFFI, Indian Panorama section begins with Gujarati film Panchika. Section on renowned Indian filmmaker Satyajit Ray opens with his all-time classic Pathar Panchali. High Commissioner of Bangladesh to India recalls 50 years of relations between the two nations as section of the focus country Bangladesh opens. Athletic Bilbao won the Spanish Super Cup title, beating Barcelona 3-2 in the final match. While playing for Barca, Lionel Messi had to face the red card for the first time. And in cricket, Australia leads by more than 160 runs on fourth day of the fourth and final test at Brisbane. Good morning, you're watching DD India and I'm Preeti presenting this edition of the news. In the next half an hour, we'll give you an account of everything that's making it to the headlines. Our top story first. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will perform Bhoomi Poojan of Ahmedabad Metro Rail Project Phase 2 and Surat Metro Rail Project today via video conferencing. The metro projects will provide an environment-friendly mass rapid transit system to these cities. Ahmedabad Metro Rail Project Phase 2 is 28.25 kilometers long with 2 corridors. Corridor 1 is 22.8 kilometers long. It is from Motera Stadium to Mahatma Mandir. Corridor 2 is 5.4 kilometers long and is from GNLU to Gift City. The completion cost of Phase 2 project Rs 5,384 crores. Surat Metro Rail Project is 40.35 kilometers long and also comprises of 2 corridors. Again, Corridor 1 is 21.61 kilometers long and it is from Sarthana to Dream City. Corridor 2 is 18.74 kilometers long and is from Bhesan to Saroli. Completion cost of the project is Rs 12,020 crore. And this is what we've told you already, that these were the details of the 2 projects which will be inaugurated today, the Bhoomi Poojan for which will be done by Prime Minister through video conferencing today. And Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will chair the pre-budget consultation meeting with finance ministers of states and union territories in connection with the forthcoming Union Budget 2021-22 at 3 p.m. today through video conferencing. Union Budget 2021, the third budget to be tabled by Modi government 2 and Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, is likely to be presented on 1st February. Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan on Sunday informed that over 2.24 lakh people were vaccinated against COVID-19. 17,072 beneficiaries were vaccinated in 6 states on the second day of the drive. He also highlighted that India has vaccinated the highest number of persons on day 1 of the nationwide vaccination drive, which is ahead of many other countries. Most of the AEFIs reported so far are minor, like fever, headache, nausea, etc. A meeting was also held with all states and union territories yesterday for review of progress, identification of bottlenecks and to plan corrective actions as the vaccination program moves ahead. And now a quick update on the status of COVID-19 in the country. India continues its steady trajectory of reporting a sustained downfall in the daily new cases and consequential decline in the active cases. For the first time, India's share of active cases within the total positive cases has shrunk below 2% and it currently stands at 1.98%. The active case load of the country has fallen to 2,08,826. The daily new cases have been below 20,000 for the past 10 days. Daily fatalities in India are also registering a consistent decline. India has recorded less than 300 daily deaths for the last 23 days. 6 states and union territories have reported 66.3% of the 181 case fatalities in the past 24 hours. And up next, we'll take a quick look at the COVID-19 situation from across the worst affected states in the country. Kerala reported 5,005 positive cases yesterday. Besides, 4,408 patients were discharged, while 21 patients died in the past 24 hours. In Maharashtra, 3,081 new cases were registered yesterday. 2,342 patients were discharged, while 50 patients died in the past 24 hours. Currently, 2,25,308 people are in home quarantine and 2,045 people are in institutional quarantine. Tamil Nadu's COVID-19 graph continues to steadily improve, with daily case number dipping below the 600 mark for the first time in months. A total of 589 persons tested positive for the disease across the state yesterday. 7 deaths were reported, while 770 patients were discharged in the last 24 hours. In the national capital, Delhi, 246 new cases of the infection were reported yesterday. 385 patients were cured and discharged, while 8 patients died in the past 24 hours. And currently, there are 2,544 active cases in Delhi. Schools in Delhi will reopen from today only for classes 10th and 12th. Deputy Chief Minister of the Government of India, Manish Sisodia, had a review meeting with senior education department officials yesterday. In a tweet, he said, and I quote him, "Everyone is excited and a little nervous at having classes 10th and 12th students back in schools for practicals and counselling. All preparations, that is sanitizers, masks, social distancing measures are in place. Good luck to all." National Road Safety Month is all set to be inaugurated today to build awareness about road safety and reduce road accidents in India. The inaugural function is slated for today in Vigyan Bhavan, where it will be launched by Union Minister for Defence Rajnath Singh and Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways and MSME Nitin Gadkari. Activities planned during the month include launch of a film on road safety, flagging off of a national championship Safe Speed Challenge from Wagah border to Kanyakumari, and giving away of the awards for road safety. State governments, PSUs and insurance companies will also participate in the awareness creating activities with seminars, walkathons, poster making competitions, etc. Supreme Court will resume hearing on the farm laws along with Delhi Police's request to stop the farmers from taking out a tractor rally or procession in any other form on or around Republic Day. Meanwhile, the next round of talks with farmers, Union Minister for Agriculture Narendra Singh Tomar has said that most of the farmers and agricultural experts are firmly in favour of the new farm laws. He added that after the Supreme Court's order staying the implementation of the laws can't be implemented. He also expressed hope that farmers' representatives will discuss the laws clause by clause in the next meeting tomorrow, and also apprise the government of their demands, other than the repeal of the 3 laws.
किसान यूनियन के साथ आग्रह किया है कि वे कानून के क्लॉज पर चर्चा करें और जहां किसान को आपत्ति है या किसान को तकलीफ दिखाई देती है वो बताएं, तो सरकार उस पर विचार करने के लिए भी और संशोधन करने के लिए भी तैयार है। हमारी अपेक्षा है कि किसान 19 तारीख को क्लॉज बाय क्लॉज चर्चा करें, वो रिपील के अलावा क्या विकल्प चाहते हैं वो विकल्प सरकार के सामने प्रस्तुत करें, तो सरकार जरूर पूरी गंभीरता के साथ उनकी समस्या पर, उनकी आपत्ति पर विचार करने को खुले मन से तैयार है।
On the second day of his visit to Karnataka, Union Home Minister Amit Shah reinforced the centre's commitment to double the income of the farmers. He lashed out at Congress party, asking why it could not give 6,000 rupees in cash support per year to the farmers when it was in power. He also credited the Modi government and the centre with successfully completing many of those tasks that were left unattended by the previous governments.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah inaugurated and laid the foundation stone of various farmer-friendly projects in Karnataka on Sunday. While addressing a rally, Shah launched a frontal attack on Congress. He also questioned the opposition party on why it could not give away Rs 6,000 cash support per year to the farmers. He also said that the new laws will lead to an increase in farmers' income and also reiterated centre's commitment to double farmers' income.
प्रधानमंत्री फसल बीमा योजना क्यों नहीं बनी भाई? जब आप थे इथेनॉल की पॉलिसी में परिवर्तन क्यों नहीं आया? जब आप थे तब बजट क्यों इतना छोटा था? जब आप थे तो प्रधानमंत्री सिंचाई योजना क्यों नहीं लागू हुई? क्योंकि आपकी नीयत थी। नरेंद्र मोदी सरकार सात अर्थ में किसानों को समर्पित सरकार है और 3 नए जो अध्यादेश और कानून लेकर मोदी सरकार आई है, इससे किसानों की आय अनेक गुना बढ़ने वाली है।
In his second engagement on Sunday, Amit Shah addressed the Jan Sevak Samavesh rally in Belgavi and recounted many achievements of the Modi government. He said that the Modi government successfully completed many of those tasks which were left unattended by earlier governments. He also said that the Prime Minister has always emphasized a self-reliant India, and if the 130 crore population of India becomes self-reliant and consumes only made-in-India products, then India will enter into the list of top economies of the world.
कोप्पल के अंदर सबसे पहला खिलौना क्लस्टर बन रहा है। हम सभी को आनंद होना चाहिए कि कोप्पल के खिलौने पूरे देश भर के बालक खेलेंगे और चीन से खिलौना लाने की हमें कोई जरूरत नहीं रहेगी।
While inaugurating the Advanced Stimulation Center of KLE Hospital in Belgavi, Amit Shah also appealed for support of BJP candidates in the upcoming Zilla and Taluka polls in the state.
कर्नाटक की जनता को मैं कहने आया हूं, तालुका पंचायत, जिला पंचायत में 75% से ज्यादा सीटें भारतीय जनता पार्टी को देकर आप राज्य के विकास का काम पूर्णतया भारतीय जनता पार्टी को सौंपिए।
Shah also visited late Sri Suresh Angari's home and met with his family while paying homage to the former Minister of State for Railways who lost his battle against COVID-19 in September last year. Bureau Report, News Night Desk, DD India.
The Indian Panorama section was inaugurated on the second day of 51st International Film Festival of India in Goa. The special segment paid tributes to the legendary Satyajit Ray with screening of his film Pathar Panchali, and that was also inaugurated. We get you more in this report. All action from IFFI in Goa.
Day 2 at the International Film Festival of India underway in Goa saw the inauguration of the Indian Panorama section with the screening of both feature and non-feature films. The opening film was Gujarati feature film Panchika, a heartwarming presentation about friendship between two 7-year-old girls.
तरीके से बात की गई है कि कैसे हम सामाजिक चीज़ों की वजह से, राजनीतिक चीज़ों की वजह से, धार्मिक चीज़ों की वजह से बच्चों पे या दूसरों पे या कोई इंडिविजुअल पे एक तरह का विचार डालते हैं जो उनको मानना पड़ेगा।
Sunday also saw the inauguration of the special segment paying tribute to legendary Satyajit Ray with the screening of his film Pather Panchali. The festival also paid homage to father of Indian cinema Dada Saheb Phalke on his 150th birth anniversary with the screening of a few of his works. The country of focus in this edition of IFFI is Bangladesh. High Commissioner of Bangladesh to India, Mohammad Imran, inaugurated the section and recalled the strong ties that two countries have shared for more than 50 years.
And thanks to the Government of India and to this organizers of 51st IFFI for selecting Bangladesh as a country of focus. And we're honored, and we know that we got our independence in 1971 after a 9-month war of liberation led by our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and this 2021 is our 50th anniversary of our independence.
The screening of films began with another round, the 2020 Danish comedy drama. It revolves around 4 friends and is directed by Thomas Winterberg. The 51st edition of International Film Festival of India is a significant event by itself, being organized in a hybrid format offering film enthusiasts both online and in-person experience. Rukma Datta's report from Goa, Newsnight Desk, DD India.
And veteran actor and close associate of the great filmmaker Satyajit Ray, Dhritiman Chatterjee, expressed his wholehearted appreciation and support for the festival. Speaking to DD India, he shared his experience of working with the maestro.
I'm with Dhritiman Chatterjee, noted actor and close associate of the master filmmaker Satyajit Ray. First of all, your fondest recollection of Satyajit Ray?
Working with him was, as a rookie actor as well as later, working with him was a joy because the atmosphere in which he worked was very relaxed. He had this wonderful ability of not showing what a great filmmaker he was and of being able to make everyone very relaxed.
Which would you say are your best memories of having worked with him?
Well, a first film, of course, is a wonderful memory to any actor, and so is it with me, particularly because of the fact that Pratidwandi, in English, the adversary, has become a kind of a cult film and acquired a following among young people even today. I then worked with him in his late phase in a film called Ganashotru, which was an adaptation of Ibsen's Enemy of the People, in which for the first time, really, in my acting career, I was cast in what used to be called a villain, and these days it's called a negative character. And I had not done that, so, in a sense it was a first for me. But he was very confident that I could do it. And that gives me a great deal of satisfaction in a very different kind of way.
And you said somewhere that you never thought of being an actor. It was not by choice. Would you say that he has had a major role to play in your choice of career?
My main reason for acting, my first acting role in his film, was not so much to become an actor or a star or anything, but having had an interest in cinema, to sort of be behind the scenes and to see how this great man worked. So that was really one reason. But one thing led to another. Satyajit Ray led to Mrinal Sen, led to various other people. So acting became one, I have to say, one among 2 or 3 parallel careers that I've always pursued.
What would you say would be his message to filmmakers of the present generation and future as well?
Yes, I would say that his main message would be, in your creative work, be honest to yourself and to your public and to your audience. Listen to your heart. Be true to, listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Be modest. and make films that really matter.
So thank you very much, sir, once again for joining us here on DD India, and for all you've spoken, for all your recollections, and for sharing your thoughts with us.
Thank you.
All right, so that was about the 51st IFFI from Goa. Up next, very quickly, we'll take a look at the global update on COVID-19 situation. As of now, more than 9 crore 54 lakh COVID-19 cases have been reported worldwide. Global death toll due to COVID-19 virus has crossed 20 lakh and stands at over 20 lakh 38,000. Over 6 crore 81 lakh people have recovered from the virus. The United States continues to remain the worst hit country by the pandemic so far and has reported over 2 crore 44 lakh cases of the virus, with death toll surging past 4 lakh 7,000. Brazil follows US in terms of death toll with 2 lakh 9,000 deaths. Brazil's health regulator approved emergency use of COVID-19 vaccines from China's Sinovac Biotech Limited and Britain's AstraZeneca. The government aims to start the national immunization program this week after receiving shipments of the AstraZeneca vaccine. Health Minister said that the government would start distributing the vaccines to the states from today, with a nationwide immunization plan beginning on Wednesday, and could vaccinate 1 million people a day. Meanwhile, Monica Calazans, a 54-year-old nurse in Sao Paulo, became the first person in the country to be inoculated. The country has now registered over 8 crore 48 lakh cases since the pandemic began. Spain began to administer the second dose of Pfizer Biotech vaccine at nursing homes throughout the country. The vaccine requires the second dose to be injected 3 weeks after the first one to be considered effective. Spain has administered 7,68,000 doses of the Pfizer Biotech vaccine and has rolled out less than 500 doses of Moderna vaccine. The government has pledged to vaccinate 70% of the population by July. The country has focused its efforts on injecting elderly nursing home residents who are particularly vulnerable to COVID-19. Meanwhile, 85-year-old Leucadia Pena was among the care home residents in the northeastern region of Catalonia to receive the second shot. Spain has reported over 53,000 deaths with 22 lakh 52,000 cases. Public health officials in Canada have warned of delayed vaccine deliveries amid its soaring cases of COVID-19. However, the health authorities, referring to declining number of cases, said that the country is bringing the pandemic under control. The vast majority of Canadians have been dealing with weeks of stay-at-home orders, and yet daily case counts have, at best, plateaued at a high level. Canada has registered over 7 lakh 8,000 cases of COVID-19, while the tally of the deaths have also risen above 18,000. Bangladesh will create a fund of 1,000 taka crore to provide concessional financing for building cineplexes and cinema halls for the people of the country. Bangladesh's Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina announced this at the function to give away National Film Awards 2019 in Dhaka. She said that the government will not only open the closed cinema halls but also modernize them to attract more and more people to the halls. She assured the film community that the government will take all possible steps to develop and modernize the film industry in Bangladesh. She also called upon the film fraternity to make films on the theme of liberation war of Bangladesh and its culture to let people know the real history of Bangladesh victory. Meanwhile, Bangladesh's Information Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood handed over the National Film Awards in 26 categories for the year 2019. At least 78 people have been killed while 740 people were injured after an earthquake struck West Sulawesi province last weekend. Out of the 78 deceased, 67 have been confirmed to be from Mamuju district, while the rest from Majene in West Sulawesi. The quake of 6.2 magnitude has compelled over 27,800 people to leave their homes. Police and military officers have been deployed to crack down on looting in several parts of the region. An emergency response team intended to help rescue efforts has also been put in place for the 2 weeks. Indonesia's Meteorological, Climatology and Geophysical Agency has warned that another quake in the region could potentially trigger a tsunami. Up next, we get to sports news. Lionel Messi saw red for the first time in a Barcelona shirt as his side lost 3-2 to Athletic Bilbao in the Spanish Super Cup final. Barca had taken the lead twice through Antoine Griezmann, but Bilbao fought back in the thriller in Seville. Athletic Bilbao has won the Spanish Super Cup for the 4th time in their history and the first time since 2015 when they also beat Barcelona. In cricket, despite a strong start by Australia, India have managed to stage a turnaround on day 4 of the ongoing 4th and final test match. The hosts lost their opening pair, Marcus Harris and David Warner. Harris lost his wicket to Shardul Thakur and Warner was sent back to the pavilion by Washington Sundar. The wickets did not stop there, with Marnus Labuschagne getting dismissed by Mohammad Siraj, who then also took the wicket of Matthew Wade. When reports last came in, Australia had scored 137 for the loss of 4 wickets. For India, a draw will see them retain the Border Gavaskar Trophy, with the series tied at 1 each, but will be looking to secure back-to-back series wins in the Down Under. Manchester United really are Premier League title contenders again, and yesterday's 0-each draw against Liverpool at Anfield proved it once and for all that the English Premier League. Liverpool, without a recognised centre-back and with midfielders Jordan Henderson and Fabinho in defence, dominated possession in the first half, but it was United who came closest when Bruno Fernandes's 20-yard free kick curled inches wide. And also stunning goals from Tanguy Ndombele and Harry Kane fired Tottenham into the top 4 as Sheffield United's troubles continued with 3-1 defeat at Bramall Lane on Super Sunday. The Blades claimed their first league win of the season against Newcastle on Tuesday, but were brought back down to earth when Sergio Aurier headed Spurs ahead inside 5 minutes before Kane added a second with a brilliant individual effort shortly before half-time. John Stones scored twice for Manchester City as Pep Guardiola's resurgent title challengers cruised past Crystal Palace to go second in the Premier League. Hours after Liverpool and leaders Manchester United shared a goalless draw, the City capitalised to move within 2 points of the top spot with their 5 successive league victories. That's it in this edition of the News Insight. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.